check.
Mic check.
Okay. I think, yeah, we're okay. All right. You guys ready? Oh, yeah.
Don't you follow us on Twitch?
Oh, that was Splatoon bass.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yes.
Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly DLC. I'm one of your hosts, Karosh, joined always by my co-hosts, Daniel Vargas
Hello.
and Danny James.
Splatoon.
If you're not familiar with us, we come to you each and every week to podcasting services of your choice from tables and conventions and PAX of our choice. We talk about nerdy stuff, comics, games, movies, everything in between, pop culture, you name it, we talk about it. We've been talking about it for the past 287 episodes. This episode is 288. Thank you for joining us. We're nearing ever closer to the big 300, big milestone for us. And so thank you for joining us for this episode. For those of you that don't know, if you're listening to this on a podcast app or service of your choice, we are also on Twitch. We stream our episodes when we go live on Twitch, and you can find us at twitch.tv/theweeklydlc. Hit the follow button. You can see when we're recording. Usually it's during the week. Sometimes we do a little pivot here and there. We just got back from PAX recently, PAX West in Seattle, and recouping a bit and recovering. So we're here now, episode 288, and we're gonna be today. It's kind of we're not gonna go into multiple topics. We're doing one topic. It's just gonna be a PAX recap and talk about everything we experienced, what we liked, didn't like, learned, everything kind of under the sun with what we had at PAX. But before we get into our topic, kind of go around the room, talk about what we've been up to. And Vargas, you want to take it away?
So I had a stroke. It affected my right side. I'm okay now. And I also realized our mics are switched, but whatever.
But they're plugged in. So
Yeah, they're plugged in. That's the most important part. But yeah, I'm a survivor now. I'm doing good.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, and I've been playing a lot of Returnal.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's still fun, still ridiculously hard. It feels like it gets harder every like win essentially.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Crazy. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thanks.
Hopefully, stuff like that doesn't happen to
I
you.
know.
We don't want that kind of stuff
I
to
know.
happen.
It's scary stuff, but
Family's good and everything?
Everything's good. Yeah.
That's good.
Jing.
PAX West. We got keys for No Place for Bravery. Early keys.
Yeah, we did.
Review keys, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Played a little bit of it. It's cool. If I were to give it a grade right now, like an 80%, low B-.
Okay.
Glitchy. I think the version that we played at PAX was a PC version, and just being on the Switch, there's a lot of hiccups, but it is what it is. And then I picked up Splatoon 3. It just consumed me soul. Like I needed to finish Fortnite quests because I was 20 levels away from Vader.
Oh, for the full end of the season?
End of the season. And Indiana Jones. I didn't pick up Indiana. So I did both. Then went back to Splatoon. And really enjoyed Splatoon. I played the second one at Comic-Con.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember.
Didn't really click with me. And then I don't know why I bought it. I was like, no, it wasn't because of the glasses. I was just, I'm going to buy it. And this is before knowing that the sales numbers.
Oh yeah.
So I bought it, and it's like killing it in Japan. Like I didn't realize how big it was in Japan,
Yeah.
and I was like, holy shit! It outpaced Animal Crossing, and
I didn't realize that.
it's like beating lifetime sales of other games
Yeah.
in 2 days. It's like holy shit! Splatoon.
And it's not that much different than the prior ones. It's not like some grand innovative way of doing it. It's just more with like kind of like we were talking Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like it's got that Monster Hunter approach where it's like little tweaks that they did.
Like if I feel like if I played Splatoon 2, I wouldn't enjoy 3 as much. But since this is like my first Splatoon game, it's really enjoyable.
Yeah. I think for a lot of people,
kids, I've been wrecking kids online. It's like maybe I should play ranked, like because I'm just wrecking guys.
ranked is different, and that's one of the things that's kind of like weird. It doesn't necessarily do this turf war. It does a bunch of random different modes, and it just kind of rotates amongst them.
But that game is very unique in a way that I was reading an article, like they're talking about first person shooters and how this is so different, like Splatoon, and I was like, yeah, dude, it's so different. Like I can't describe it. It's like Halo territories, but you paint, and then you could be winning a match, but if you don't win it in the last, you could get wiped out in the last 30 seconds, and you could lose that match.
Yeah.
You could be dominating the whole game, and you can lose the match.
That last 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like a weird momentum thing. Like, so I think I have a skill set that I want to use, like the punish respawn, make them like wait long. Like,
did you? The punish respawn. Yeah. I was about to.
I'm going to use that Ninja Squid.
What's that one?
Where they can't see you swim.
Oh.
They can't see the swim marks.
Okay.
Because I've been like, I mean, even without the swim marks, I've been juking people like crazy.
Did you know that with the dual shooters, you can do a little barrel roll dodge while you're shooting?
That's what I was like. I
Like
thought that was
it's like a quick pivot, and you can do it multiple times. So they'll like without stopping shooting and like swimming.
Oh,
and then there's like an octo roll where it's like if you're
I've seen
swimming
that
in
too.
one direction and then jump the other, it's like a instant.
I've seen people do that. They bounce off a wall and get a kill. I'm like, wow, that's like some next level tactics.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm enjoying Splatoon. Technology is great, dude. I've been using instead of watching Better Call Saul, which I should just fucking power through it. But I've been playing Splatoon, mobile hotspot. Go, and it works fine. Like no fucking hiccups.
Nice.
I don't have any. Yeah, and Fortnite. And damn, I gotta stream something else.
TwitchCon soon.
I know. Fuck. How do I stream? Splatoon's a hard game to stream because I can't. Fortnite, I can at least talk to chat. Splatoon, I have to concentrate that whole fucking match. I have to be focused. I can't look at the chat.
Even with the respawns, like if you're dead.
Oh man, I'm pretty focused, but
Okay.
I don't use my super jumps at all.
Super jumps can help or hurt you. Super jumps, what they are. Are you familiar with them?
No.
So like at the beginning of the game, when you die or when you start the game, you start off on this like spawn jump in, and it just puts you at the corner of your base. But there's an option to alternatively spawn at a teammate, and it sends you to them. But it telegraphs it to anyone in the area, so it'll say arrow here. Someone's about to drop in,
and you just
then
wait.
if an enemy just took out that person that you spawned to, they'll just sit there wait for you, and then blast you when you get there. So
there's also abilities where it makes it invisible.
Oh.
That super jump spot.
Well then, there you go.
But I like to wreak havoc. So what I do is like I kind of like ninja it, like kill someone, ninja it, hide, wait till they pass, and just go into their base.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. I mean, it's got me hooked. And the way they do I haven't done Splatfest. And then
Did you pick a team?
I did. Gear.
Same.
Well, what's the?
So Splatfest usually in the past ones, they pick like a weekend for usually once a month, and they say, are you team hot dog or are you team hamburger, or are you team ketchup or team mustard? This time with this game, because there's 3 announcers at the start of the game, there's 3 different things you're going to be picking from: team this, team that, or team this. And so the first one that they've announced for Splatfest is like, and it's a weekend thing. And then when you pick a team, you rep that team, and you play that whole weekend. And the more wins that specific team wins collectively is the team that won the weekend. Like, team whatever. So the prompt this time is, if you're on a deserted island, what is most important to you? Gear, grub, or fun.
It should be last.
And like people get really into them sometimes.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that's like, if you remember Nintendo text chat things, where it was like little blurbs and people would sketch really elaborate stuff. Splatoon has that still. Like that dates back to like the Wii or Wii U, whichever one Splatoon first came out on. And people will post their really elaborate things, but they usually do it like memeing their team. They're like, "Are you team fun or team like furry or like Tony Soprano like team gear?" I don't know, some weird thing. So
It's funny.
I think I also rep team gear, partially because I the color is purple, and then also I was like, yeah, I vote for the thing. But then you get a shirt for that one, and this is where it gets into the other incentives to do it. Is the shirt? You can wear 3 pieces of gear. You can wear like a headpiece, a shirt, or pants, or not pants, shoes. And each of them give abilities, like what Jang's saying.
Oh shit!
And you can get your abilities. The most you can have is 1 main one and 3 sub ones, and you get them randomly. But you can re-roll them, or you can scrub them off of a gear and use them on something else.
But
and
it's hard.
It's hard. It takes resources to do it. But with the shirt, you can keep scrubbing it, like and it's like it gets them very quickly during Splatfest. So what people will do is they do a lot of the Splatfest to get their shirt, to get all these abilities, scrub them, do it again, because they either get done at a discount or they fill up the slots quicker or something. I forget, but there's an incentive to get the Splatfest and then do it for the abilities.
To get that shirt, you just need to play 1 match, or how many matches?
You just know from voting when you go into the game, you get it and it's in your gear.
Okay.
And then, I've already started using it. Like, you can already start getting it. It should be in your thing. Did you do it in the app or did you do it in the game? Because there's like a booth in the lobby.
In the app.
So go to the game and go pick up your shirt. It's like when you like spawn in that open court area, there's like a little tent to the left at the bottom of the staircase. And it shows the 3 teams. And then you go talk to him. He's like, here's your shirt.
Need my shirt.
Get ready for the weekend.
Is it 3 slots?
It's full. It's the whole slots. For the main ability is double ability.
That's
XP
cool.
Or something. So it tries to increase things.
That shirt always. I mean, there's always an equipment for every Splatfest. New one or no?
Yeah.
So the
Every event.
the double thing is to get the other things quicker, like to get the XP quicker. And then once the Splatfest is done, I think the shirt goes away.
Okay.
But you want to just wear it during it so you can keep getting all those things from it.
I ordered the NFC cards that act like Splatoon cards. Amiibos.
For the amiibos?
So I want all the gear, dude.
There's different stuff for the amiibos?
Yeah, there's like gear. Because I was
so
looking
many
at characters and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I can't buy it. It's like this cool looking like barbarian metal gear thing. And I was like, I want to buy it. Because you could buy stuff off of just random people that are there.
Oh.
And I couldn't buy it. I was like, not for sale. I was like, oh, it's one of those amiibo fucking.
Yeah, they got streetwear into the game really well.
That streetwear's always been a thing, but
in the game.
But did 2 have stats on gear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because I was doing it to some degree, but not like super into it. I just remember like I would get stuff and I'm like, I want to wear this gear, but I want these abilities. And like they have a way where you.
And there's a battle pass thing. I don't
really
quite understand it. You have everyone has the battle pass. When you beat something gets unlocked and you have to talk to someone. And I got a whole bunch of ability chunks. He was like, you've reached this level of your battle pass. I forgot what it's called. Something. Fuck. And
it's not your catalog. Is it?
I don't know.
Because catalog is like, I saw that one, and that's like, there's just so many things I don't understand. Like, the catalog is for like, I think just accessories, like plushies and stuff for your base.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing.
Drooling, like.
And then you have your main level, like your character level, and that lets you purchase the higher guns, which are like the same gun, but like the range is better, or the super with it is better, or the grenade is nice or something. Or stuff like that. There's a lot of different types of weapons, and like, you can test them out. So you can be like, I want to save up for this one way later or something.
Yeah, and level 98 or 99 is the dab. That's what like people were
flexing.
Like you have it, and it's not something you pay for. It's like battle pass, and then you talk to someone, and he's like, "Oh, you've reached this level. Here's this gift." Like, yeah, Splatoon. It's consumed me.
Have you played solo mostly, or friends, or
Solo, one with like Game Overcast.
Oh, you played?
I played with you too.
Yeah, we played one night.
Wrecking.
Though I was using the default.
Oh, I mean, I've gotten better, but you were wrecking, dude. I was like, holy shit.
That's
I don't
fun.
know how to play Splatoon. But the default gun is good.
Yeah?
It's like, it's a top tier weapon.
Mm-hmm.
The splatter shot.
Splat.
Splat food. Yeah, it's fun. It's consumed me.
Yeah, I've been playing a bit of Splatoon as well. I find like right now I'm between quarters, and the next one's about to start this week, and I'm like, I just want to play games. I haven't played games in a while. So I've been playing. So yeah, Splatoon. I always remember like, even when I kind of waned off of it, I would always just play the Splatfest, and it was kind of like Destiny, where it's like Iron Banner week, but it was like 1 or 2 days, and I liked repping like vampires versus werewolves or something, and support like doing that. I was like, hey, this is cool.
You
I
can't
would've-
change teams, huh? Once you're like locked in.
Once you're locked in, you're in that team. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting with them doing it 3. I hope queue times aren't messed with. Like, and this is me thinking like not for these immediate ones because people are playing this game so much. Like way later, like a year or 2 down the line, how is it gonna be? But
I like the game because it's just like the momentum of finding the next game is like
it's
next,
quick.
next. It's just like not slow. Like
Mhm.
Fortnite's slow.
But I mean, like over time, it'll settle to like what the wait times are.
It's got a good community in overseas. So even if it dies down here, there's enough people, I think, and it's a big enough game where I think they've pushed it now where it's like a Mario Kart or like a game where it's on people's consoles. So like even if we're playing like with casuals, you'll fill lobbies pretty quickly.
Christmas time, kids gonna get wrecked.
But you guys can like do a match with like foreign people.
Yeah, I've fought against some Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah, it queues up like I think
Okay.
worldwide. I think it goes for best connection, and I hope it does because that's one of the areas where the last one suffered a lot.
Oh.
And people, I think that was when people were like really promoting like get the hard Ethernet cable for your Switch or for your whatever.
Shit. I've been playing Wi-Fi.
I've been playing. I mean, you've been playing solid on hotspot and Wi-Fi. I've been playing for the most part. It's gotten better, but it still happens sometimes. You're playing and you're like disconnect, match stopped. Or something.
Oh shit.
It happens, but not often.
Yeah.
Not as often as before. The other mode, which I've been playing a little bit of, and it's a nice change of pace, but there's also like when I don't want to play the multiplayer or the versus mode, I'll play this to get things to like give me points for that, where it's the horde mode, and it's only fun to a degree because it forces me to use certain weapons I don't typically use, and I want to learn it. I'm like, okay, well, at least if I'm learning it here, I'm getting other rewards, and those rewards will like net me food tickets that make it so I can get like more XP when I play the other mode or whatever, more money when I'm playing it, so I can get the exclusive gear. But it's hard. Like when you're playing the higher, like you level up and then it pairs you. I'm at the second to highest level now. And when you're playing at that level, the teams you're with and the amount of bosses it throws at you at any one time, it's like you need everyone to be synergized.
You can't like fight easier or easier.
Once you go up to a certain rank, it's like you're fighting this harder like difficulty level. Or something. But if you lose, it does like if you lose in the first round, you go down rank, but it doesn't drop you down a rank. It just drops you to the 0 at that rank, and then you get a percentage to try to work towards to go up.
The harder stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Apex rank.
Yeah.
Doesn't demote you down to the low. You just go to silver, lowest silver.
Yeah, you just so I'm at overachiever, which is the second to highest, but I'm at 0 at overachiever, and it won't knock me down, but I can go up. But it's fun, and then the matches, the thing besides the momentum, they're 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. So like, if I have some time to go, I'm like, I'm waiting for someone to get here, or I'm waiting to get going. Like they'll be ready in 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, I can get a quick round in. I'll play around, and then I'm done, and then I log off. And yeah, they like Jang was saying, tides can turn. Like you could be dominating the entire time. They wipe you all out and then just steamroll the whole thing. And next thing you know,
the thing is like to win a match, you have to cover the color.
the map has to be in your color.
Yeah,
and so it's at the end of the clock, and so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how well you're doing the whole match. It definitely helps momentum wise. Like you've established like a strong base and everything, but if you just whiff it at the end, then
yeah. If you're not paying attention, like
they could be
an enemy can like sneak up behind you and cover your whole area. And then you look and you're like, oh shit.
Fought against a synchronized team. They were named beers: root beer, light beer, dark beer, and some other beer. And
They
got
wrecked?
3 wipeouts on us. 3. I was like, oh my god.
damn.
Point down.
But yeah, it's fun.
You know the map I'm talking about? There's this map that's really small, and you could spawn trap them. If you have a really good team, they can't get out of spawn. And it's the one with the big tower in the middle, and then there's like 2.
Does the middle rotate?
No.
Okay.
But there's this middle tower that everyone fights for. And then it's like there's these 2 side things, ramps that go down.
Do they
It's
spiral?
small. It's the smallest map in the game. And it's just like you get spawn trapped, dude. If like you could spawn trap people too.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, it's unfair. I think the nades need to get nerfed because all you can do is just throw the nade.
But it takes time to.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're all 4 people are throwing nades,
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, grenade. Like you have only so much ink, and if you throw a grenade, it just takes a huge chunk out of it. What was it? The other thing is, a lot of people play what I've seen a lot of pro players play with motion and the pro controller. So like they'll stay put, they won't move, and then they'll use the regular controller, and then if they need a slight tweak to like their angles, they just pivot a little bit.
That's too much, dude. That's like so nauseous.
I can't do it with the Switch, like holding the handheld, but when I'm doing the Pro Controller, I used to do that on 2, and it was like really good. But you can't like adjust. You have to like be sitting a certain way. So far, I've just been playing like regular Pro Controller or handheld, no motion. Yeah, it's fun. And then the other thing is, my cousin, brother, and I, we've decided to start throwing challenges within Magic where we're not necessarily just building what we choose to do, but
Nuzlocke.
we're doing sort of like that. We're doing a budget and a single color.
Oh.
So we're keeping within like a certain amount, and then we're just picking like everything in your deck has to be this color. And it's forced me to be like, all these things I'm used to using when I mean budget, it's not what we paid. It's if I put this whole deck into a list, what is its market value if someone wanted to go buy it? And if it comes out to under that dollar amount, then
you're good.
yeah. So if I already have the card, I don't need to be like I paid 0 for it, so it's 0. But my chosen commander is a good chunk of my budget, but now I've had to make everything else like 10-cent cards.
Oh shit.
As a result, but it's worked. Like I've kind of tested a little bit. I'm like, I think this is good. This is a fun challenge, because it forces you to look for the same strategies, but at a budget. So you're like not looking for like the staple cards or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're like looking for the cheaper versions of doing it, which might slow the game down or make things a little bit more even, which is cool. And then I'm going to be traveling again to PAX. Yeah, heading back for work this week. I'm going to be taking my Switch.
Splatoon hotspot.
Splatoon.
But you're going like you're not going to like specifically that spot in Seattle. You're going.
I'm like closer to the airport
Okay.
area. It'll be interesting because I've never traveled for work, so I was trying to like I need to make sure I have like decent clothes. I packed one of the things where it folds your clothes like in the full, not like a suit or anything, but like some of my nicer clothes. I'm like, I don't want this to like just be like t-shirts and shorts.
I'm not Daredevil.
Yeah,
guys.
I'm not. Went to Disneyland recently. I didn't realize I've had it now for a year of the Disney stuff.
Oh.
And I've been waiting. So they offered this thing when we first got the Magic Key thing, that you could make a purchase at a Disney store, and if you're a Magic Key Pass holder, which is like their annual membership thing, at any tier, which I'm at the lowest, you can get an embroidery done on one item of your choice You have to purchase it the same day you want to do the embroidery, so you're not like coming in wearing it or something. And they'll do an embroidery of your choice. And I've been waiting because nothing like caught my eye to like embroider. And I finally picked something that I wanted to do this time. And I went. I was like, I bought it. I was like, okay, I want to do it. And they're like, we stopped doing the embroidery service last month. Shit. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, we had some issues. I think part of the issues they've been having with like they have a lawsuit right now with the Magic Key Pass, with how it's been worded or put or something. I don't know the details, but I think part of it was maybe this, and I didn't understand why this was a factor. But I was like, I waited and finally bought something. So I was a little annoyed with that, but it was like, okay, whatever. They're doing like all the Halloween stuff right now, and it was kind of cool. We didn't ride that many rides, but like we found different things to do each time we go, and even this time we like there was like one or two rides we'd never ridden before. We're like, let's try it.
Does Splatoon do Halloween shit or no?
They do seasonal stuff. So like their Splatfest around October was a Halloween theme. Like it was like vampires versus werewolves.
And their Splatfest this time will be a Halloween thing. I'm pretty sure.
I think next. So we're in September. Yeah. So next month it'll be.
I was saying on my Discord, they're dropping the ball. Like they need to do, because it's owned by Nintendo. They need to do like just Pokemon clothes and Metroid clothes and Zelda clothes. I'm like, they're dropping the fucking ball. Like,
yeah,
they can just kill it.
Yeah,
they can kill it if they wanted to.
I would have like a one full outfit of any given kind of thing, at least. That'd be cool. At least like alongside releases of like their other Nintendo games. So yeah, gonna do that. School, like I said, I'm getting started on soon. My last course in my minor for game design. The last one was okay, but this last one is like supposed to be animation, so I don't know what that should entail. We'll see. And yeah, that's been about it. Yeah, PAX kind of recovered for that. I was looking at like conventions. I'm like, I'm not going to TwitchCon, but DesignerCon's one I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And
LA Comic Con.
LA Comic Con, I'm gonna apply for, but it's not one of my like go-tos, my favorites. But I am. What I do like is, and I kind of consider it convention in my head, like in terms of how I get excited for it, is the Game Awards, just like as a thing we've enjoyed going to and stuff. So that's like not too far off.
Yeah,
so.
I know, right? Fuck. This year, man.
It blew by us. It feels like we went to it.
September already.
Yeah.
Shit. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, and what's funny is I went out one of the nights during the week, and I ended up finding myself in a thrift store, and I was like walking through it, looking at a bunch of like clothes, and I saw like a bunch of Supreme. I saw a bunch of like crazy shoes. Like, whoa, like I see it now. And then it was funny because there was a hoodie that I got, and I was like, "What? It's my size!" And it's like it's not too bad. It was a Puma sweater, but it's Super Mario Galaxy with like cosmic like arms. I was like, "Ooh!" And I like found that one. All right, Splatoon, I'm ready.
You're gonna start buying all this freeware now.
Yeah, all of it. I saw like shoes. I was like, yeah, I felt like Splatoon. I was like, whoa, really elaborate, really crazy.
I have a set that's pretty good, Splatoon, and it looks kind of cool.
Yeah?
I just wish I had Ninja Squid, but other than that, it has good abilities. Like,
can you change the main ability?
I don't know because I never tried it. Okay. So I haven't. It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $50K.
You get the tickets from the salmon run. Double money, triple money. You'll be rolling money. Yeah. All right. With that, do you guys want to get into...
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
I might play WoW.
Oh.
Do you know what they're advertising right now?
The new expansion.
Is it new? I don't know.
Well, like the old new. It's like Wrath of the Lich King.
You can get a Frostworm. I remember a long time ago, like a Frostworm mount.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I want that. And I heard it's like a really rare drop. Well, now it's not. But you just have to play the Death Knight campaign. And I was just like... No, I'm probably not, but
that's what you should stream.
Damn, dude. Like, it got me kind of excited. I was like, damn.
But they normally keep like like the same mounts, but like different colors are different rarities. And like this, like a blue one, which would be like the rarest one, if anything, would be like you have to do all this crazy shit to get that one, and then you get it. And then it's like the red one is just beat the campaign, you get the red one. People like flying with the red
normal
one.
one. I don't care.
Okay.
Flex.
Just play Splatoon.
Saying Splatoon.
All right. Do you guys want to get into the topic?
Let's do it.
PAX.
PAX.
West. It was a thing. We went after several years.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And we've
Heard
returned.
last year was a disappointment, but this year was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Pokemon pin. We got the Elden Ring pin. There were some surprise pins that I didn't like. I feel like we walked into, like the well, I guess like you were aware of the one we had to beat the game to get it, but there was somewhere like I felt like we just walked into that one. I didn't know that they were handing out a pin or something.
I knew about the bravery one, where you beat the boss, but I didn't know about like Angryfoot.
Yeah.
For instance.
Yeah.
Well, Angryfoot. I mean, I think that's their own like pin. It wasn't like part of the
Penny Arcade.
Yeah, Penny Arcade thing.
Yeah.
I don't like the Penny Arcade where you have to pay, because I wanted the
Yeah.
unpacking one, and then you have to pay. I was like, what?
Yeah, I thought all of these were there was either something you'd have to do or some series of activities or something to get it, and was to me like the enticing part. But like the version you just purchased, like kind of wasn't.
When you go to Disneyland, do you bring pins?
I don't bring a bunch. I had my backpack last time.
PAX, baby. Did you see this pin?
People do have those bags where it's like the plastic on the outside.
see-through, yeah, to protect
like
the people just jacking the pins.
And also just so they don't like snap off. For both. But I know that's a huge part of Disney, and PAX, I think it's part of their culture as well. For Disney, like it's only if I bring a bag and I'll put like a couple. That's like specific to Disney. So.
But have you ever done pin training in Disney?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to go too far into it. I'm like, I have ones I like that I've gotten from conventions, and I'm like, that's the main thing. But yeah, it's great. It's cool that that's part of their like what PAX's thing is. PAX, they have that. They have they had all their games there. It was tabletop and video games, mostly like indie games. And this year was kind of like, from what everyone we talked to, was a bit more of return to form for them.
Yeah.
The prior year was like nothing compared to this, so it was good we came back for this.
I feel like we dropped the ball in the beginning, and then more on the Friday that we arrived.
Oh yeah, we should have just took
we could have
advantage.
done so much.
I mean, if in hindsight, I think I would have opted. I wasn't thinking either. I was like, oh, maybe if we flew
But
in
even
Thursday.
still, yeah, we were distraught and stuff.
just
But
tired.
like, yeah,
like we flew in that morning, and then we went straight from the airport to the hotel to the
And we
thing.
had the hotel that was really close, which is cool.
Yeah, that was a nice hotel.
Fuck, man.
it was like touching. Well, yeah, pretty much touching
You
the
had to walk
convention.
a distance.
Yeah, we pretty much I think outside of going to the Pike's Place Market, we didn't really have to venture too far away. It was like our own little bubble in that little corner. How was because that was also your first time going back to Seattle too, right? How was that for you guys?
It was good. It was good. And a lot of,
Stabbies is still there.
if anything, it's spread out more.
Next time, I'm not gonna walk on the going towards Pike's left side. See, that's more sketchy. The other side.
But like McStabby's was like on that street, like perfectly. Like I feel like it was perfectly isolated.
Yeah.
And now it's like
Sorry.
it is a lot more.
Yeah, every big major city I think has
Yeah.
kind of gotten hit a bit by a lot of that.
Yeah. But like the gyros was good.
Oh yeah,
The gyros.
in the
Gyros.
lobby.
Every breakfast.
Shit.
Not every breakfast.
But like easy enough. Like you just walk in there, just grab the gyro, eat, and then be about your day.
The enforcers are really chill this year.
Yeah,
They were like, I was like, this is different.
yeah.
Maybe no one did anything crazy for them to go crazy with
Glad.
them.
They didn't seem very hostile or aggressive. It
Yeah.
seemed very like, hey, please be cool, man.
But I did see some scenes of like there was an enforcer that was like given a new specific job, and it was like to make sure the line is like cleared before he like lets it get big again. And he was like, all right, like, like blah, 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 like let the line like go further past the point before you let go. And the guy's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, damn, like these guys are still on it.
Yeah.
So
what's crazy to me is like when you look at enforcers and just PAX and everything, like the management and the staffing of it, and I look at like even a Comic Con or a WonderCon or an LA Comic Con, the staffing just seems so disoriented at those other ones. Like I know it's two separate teams. There's like the convention staff, and then there's the site staff for that specific convention center. And there's sometimes miscommunication. They're like, you know more than they do sometimes. I think it, to me at least, it felt very much like very cohesive. Everyone was that was working the convention was on it.
Yeah.
It was very well managed. I appreciate it. And I think, Jane, you were talking a bit about that, of like it's this at least from the high up side, it's the same company that's going to be managing E3 this coming year, and what this could kind of spell for that, like our experience here. Reed Pop is the company that I think runs PAX, and they're going to be running E3 going forward.
Oh,
so
shit.
what does that mean? Like, how much of this translates into that? Is
Yeah.
it like one for one, or is that like certain things that are just part of this? So it's going to be something interesting.
And it seems like a lot of these enforcers come back because like,
it's like
they'll
a
be like,
community.
yeah, I'm from California, but I've been an enforcer for like 10 years. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
some guy showed me his badge, and it was just like a pin, like a Disney style of like every year he's been an enforcer. He's
Yeah.
like, I've served. I'm like,
I've served so many years.
yeah, they were talking. They're like, Jesus, okay.
Yeah, it's cool though.
What in terms of what we tried, like what were highlights for you guys, like in terms of games and demos and
Shovel Knight, the I forgot what it's
Tetris
called.
kind of thing.
the
Or
dig one?
The dig one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. Play
Yeah,
it.
I think that's the one, not the Tetris one. That's the only one you played. That one was
That was-
horrible.
You didn't like it?
It's hard.
It's because like it
hard.
doesn't it's not intuitively like you know how to play.
Yeah.
Because it's you have to swap things when you're at a specific point, but then a lot of it's like you go back up and get the health, then you come back down, and then you swap the thing to get the kills and stuff. And
It's like that Necrodancer mixed with like a puzzle fighter, because there's a rhythm you have to try to keep at.
Yeah.
They had a really nice Shovel Knight statue.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
I saw the display for that. But you
Yeah.
like the other one, Dig.
Yeah, and then so I like Shovel Knight Dig. I forgot the Necrodancer one. Rhythm of the Necrodancer or something like that. That one was really cool. It had a lot of like vibes from like previous rhythm games, like Rhythm Head and Fever,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And
That's my favorite game of the convention.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that. And then Angry Foot was pretty fun too.
Yeah, that was different.
No Place for Bravery was also really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely interested
That's
in
cool.
seeing
Yeah.
more of it. I just thought for my only criticism for that one was the length of which they
I know.
allowed for it. But the game experience itself was solid. Like you sit there.
That's why Crypt of the Necrodancer, those guys, they set the timer. You done. Next, you're done.
They should have done like a timer on no Place for Bravery, a timer, but you can still go past that if you haven't killed that main boss, that secondary boss,
Okay.
to get the badge.
so
other than
guaranteed
that, yeah, guaranteed
second
that.
boss or the first thing.
Yeah, and then
Otherwise, timer.
otherwise that, the time's up. Because I think it was taking forever. And same thing with the Demon School. That one was also no time.
That one I tried like 8 times because I kept dying. I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess I'll keep playing. And
Yeah.
did you have any, Jay?
The No Place for Bravery. I saw the tweets for it. Like, yeah, if you beat this boss, you'll get this pin. And they made it seem like it was harder than it was, and it's like it wasn't that hard.
But surprisingly, like there are people that like will never get the chance because they just can't play games. You know, they're there to like they can be journalists and stuff, but they just can't play games, and they just
The
wouldn't
person
be able
next
to.
to me couldn't finish it. I was
Yeah.
Yeah, happens.
like, ay.
Timing, like people do. Like I was having that kind of challenge with the final boss of that demo. Like, I thought that was more like of a, am I going to get an incentive for this one?
And I'm pretty sure when you asked them how many people have beaten the boss,
Mhm.
they were talking about the last boss, not the boss for the
It was
pin.
like 20 people.
And
Really?
he beat it twice.
But you beat it. It's easy.
It takes, like, you have to be into that style of game.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
not, I don't think anyone just picks
I
up
think
a
if you're
controller.
good at Sekiro, you're.
Yeah.
If you parry,
Yeah.
those bosses are easy.
It
And
had
you-
good cues, too.
You didn't even know you could parry the
Yeah.
first, and then after that, the
yeah,
boss
you just
was
stood there and you were just
super
like parry, hit.
This Hyper Light Drifter makes it. I want to make a review video for it, but I don't know.
Let's
Why
do it. It's
Okay.
one of very few like early games you get.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just share
One
your
of the rare
thoughts on it.
times. Yeah. I got an early copy.
Keep with the beat, with the flow of editing. Keep a good beat.
Well, I got a pin from the Necrodancer people.
Oh yeah. See,
Really?
I didn't
I'm
even
one
get
of the
that.
1%, dude. Oh shit, I have all my pins, dude.
What is that pin for? Or
That was just a personal pin.
Is rare. Like Mr. Clean with hair. This is the beating the
Little
shield
higher.
boss,
There you
shield
go.
boss in No Place of Bravery, Angerfoot. Oh, I was supposed to give this to Game Overcast. It's a Splatoon magnet for playing Splatoon. Pokemon pin playing the trading card, which
Yeah.
was not cool. I thought it was kind of eh.
Yeah.
I was like,
That was horrible.
this is the Necrodancer pin.
But yeah, that's just like a personal pin the guy gave you.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Part of the 1%, because I told him I can't, which is okay. There's a lie. I told him that I couldn't beat the hardest character in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't beat the second hardest character, but it's still hard to do. Beat the second hardest character in the game. It's basically you got one health point, so one hit kills you. You can't miss a beat. If you miss a beat, it kills you. It's double speed beat, so do 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 do. So you're always moving. And the hardest one is you can't touch gold. You die. Second hardest one is you can touch gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm part of the 1%.
Nice.
Samus. Schmelly. Yeah, Necrodancer.
Cool. You showed the Splatoon pin thing magnet. What did you think of their demo?
I personally didn't like it.
No?
No, it's just I
Why?
don't know. I think there was so much more other stuff we can do
Yeah.
that like I just had to play it once, but we played it. I think I was
Twice.
there, played it twice. Yeah, and like I don't know. The first time I was good. The second time I didn't have to do that
Yeah.
again. But it was a better magnet for that one.
Okay.
I like their setup. It was cool. Like the whole situation. We wrecked the family of 4.
Yeah.
I was like, I still haven't beaten the teams with 69%. I've gotten close 67. I have not beaten the team.
What's the high? So you have
That
what's
was
the
the
highest?
that was the
67?
high 69.
I've done one at like 70 or 80 once, and it was bad. It was literally where they were just in their base, and we were lobbing grenades. I think one of the times two of the times you and I did. Once the three of us, and then once I did solo. Just I went in. I think I have an expectation when it's like a convention like this, especially PAX being like more indie focused. When it's the major game studios being there, like anyone from Nintendo or like an Elden Ring or something, or one of the other ones, if they were to be there, like I think the year we went was last time Spider-Man was there for PlayStation, and that was a big line for it. Those bigger games, I think they need to like make it they need to go a little bit extra to make it a pleasant experience. And I think in terms of what they tried to do for Splatoon, it was cool in that they tried to do, like, for those that knew, there was a reserved time you could do.
Yeah.
And it moved fairly quickly if you went in that time. If you didn't, if you were just like a walk-up, I went solo and they were looking for single people to join a party of 3 to make a party of 4. That was pretty easy. As an experience as a whole, it was cool, but I agree with what your sentiment is, Vargas, where it's like, there were other things I'd rather do, but if I were to do this, the line wasn't like a nightmare.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it wasn't that
the
bad.
The display was cool and stuff.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know if we got lucky because the first time we went like a little bit earlier than our time, and the guy's like, just come in. And then it went by really fast. The second time we just went in, and like they were just like, just go in, and then it was like no one there. But they had they had a setup where like the ground was painted, like everything was like Splatoon themed, and then at the end of it was a photo gallery.
Yeah,
you can like walk up, and that was really cool. But I mean, it was one of the bigger like exhibits.
That's true.
If I would say.
Yeah, it was. I think a chill one. I think one that I was kind of like, it was cool to try, but I wasn't as hot on. Like I was curious about it, but then like the space and the length of the demo, all of the collective experience, kind of left me like, was the One Piece one. That line was super long. And the demos, there was a lot of stations, but the demos were really long too. We were watching so much of it, Vargas and I, to the point where we both went to the same demo station to play, and we just handed off between to get like, we don't even need it. We've seen enough of the story just staying there watching the other people playing to just be like, let's just try how the game works. Got a little bit of it, and we put the controller down. We're like, okay, we did the demo. Can we walk away?
The one thing I did not like is getting this dude.
The Elden
They
Ring.
made it super limited
and
it was
convoluted.
like a first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
we thought when we came in we had to finish, like they gave us a sticker sheet.
Yeah,
with 4 quests, and we thought we had to get all 4 to get the pin, but no, you just have to go there early in the morning and get the first pin from the turtle, or the dog.
And you needed a stamp.
Yeah,
or the card.
Yeah, and then luckily we got it.
You
on the 3rd day.
Yeah,
because they were also the same. I think the scavenger organizers that did the Diablo one when we went last time. The Diablo
were they?
one.
Yeah,
that same card. It was the same layout, design.
Oh, really?
Like,
but at least the Diablo one wasn't so convoluted.
Yeah, and it was like all within that area or the nearby vicinity, because there is the beetle. The dung beetle one.
But that's only because like. We only paid attention that much. Like after we finished it, we didn't pay attention anymore. I don't know how convoluted it got with like the goblin, like the loot goblin that they had. But like with the beetle, because the beetle was like on that Sunday, it was like all the way at fucking
the needle,
the
space needle, and then it was only there for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
it's like what
the fuck, and it got all the way to the. Back to where we were at the Pike. Mm-hmm. It got to the gum wall.
I was gonna walk there,
and then I caught them. But yeah, I think that's ridiculous. But luckily, we didn't have to do any of that. We just had to. But I wonder what the prizes were.
It was like you could get a PS5.
Yeah, because people were like,
it was a raffle at that.
People were crazy with like getting the raffles and stuff.
Yeah,
but I never checked it out.
One of the games I was surprised to see was actually there. It wasn't until Beetle tweeted about it. Shout outs to Beetle Bomb he joined us when we went, which was cool. Was Lies of P.
Oh yeah.
While I didn't feel the highest on the demo itself, just seeing that there was a demo and that the line wasn't too crazy and they kept to manage the time pretty well. Like as a whole, I liked the experience and like getting a chance to.
Do you think if they would have sold like that game more, like? Not previously, but like at the event, if they would have sold like, hey, here's Lies of P, like check it out, do this. Do you think it would have been like a much bigger thing?
I think so.
Yeah,
because it was part of like AMD's booth.
Yeah,
like on one of their walls.
On one of their walls, and it was like not even the main thing because they were
like a Halo tournament.
They were prioritizing the Halo tournament all the time.
Yeah, I definitely think they could have definitely used their own little space and some cool stuff. But I was like, I didn't know it was that ready, or I thought it was way further out for a game to like be having a demo out.
Mm-hmm. We played Mage Quit.
That was one of my favorite experiences.
It's like a 10-player or 13. I don't know.
The one you tried to tell us about?
But you didn't have to like have 10 players, but like it just they kept having enough players. But like and then you would just like slowly build your arsenal and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Seems like a cool party game.
Yeah. Very much
simple.
Very basic, but it gets more complex the further along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one as a party game. The other one that was kind of like a cooperative game, less of a party game, was that horror one, The Last of Us Overcooked
Begone
one.
Beasts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The 2-person team. That was a pretty cool indie one.
Just Shapes and Beats always kills it there. And
Yeah.
It's an old ass game now.
It's not even like it's already released, right?
Yeah.
That's
It was as a
so-
big crowd always.
So weird that it's still there.
Yeah. It's like when you see it, and I think it was at this
Skyrim?
one. There's the ocarina booth at every convention.
Oh yeah.
And like anyone who's around always hears an ocarina.
But what's really cool is like Sound and Beats. We saw them like at the Indiecade, and they were really small. But even there, they were killing it. Like
Yeah.
it was a room, and like it was a room with multiple games, and the whole room was there for like pretty much them.
I think they were at the last PAX that we went to as well.
yeah.
Were they?
They were in
think so.
a corner. I remember hearing the Mortal Kombat going
Oh
off.
wow.
I was like, that's funny.
Kaiju Wars looked cool. I didn't play it.
I
but it
didn't
looked
play,
cool.
but it had an element that reminded me of Into the Breach, like the layout and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of what the Demon Spellbook game reminded me of. Parts of the way the battle mechanics worked reminded me of how you would plan out. Like if they wanted to crank up the difficulty, it could be similar to Into the Breach, but I feel like it's leaning more into like that's just one part of our game. We want to do story and all this RP as well, which wasn't to me as strong of a thing that enticed me.
McDonald's killed it.
That was that's where Lies of P should have
They're coming back to TwitchCon. The
McDonald's? That's
Ay,
weird.
ay, ay.
That was the weirdest thing.
But
And
it
then
was-
the app, they needed you to use the
Yeah.
app, and like the
And
cell service
shit
there
wouldn't
sucked.
work for me, but
Yeah.
yeah, you need to download the app, and then you can have a chance to like play a game that raffles off prizes and stuff. So
Yeah, I think conventions like this, where if there are booths that require various like online for you to use your phone in some capacity, there should be some sort of Wi-Fi support for a convention. I don't know. It'd be hard to manage because of how many people are at a convention, but if they're going to incorporate elements like that, they should do something.
yeah,
I
definitely.
was going in with no worries. Like Cult of the Lamb plush, easy to get. Restock, sold out.
We checked the second night, the Saturday, and like
Fucked up on
the
Friday.
lady was like, "If you're looking for the plushie, it's sold out for the rest of the week." And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it went
"Oh fuck!"
quick. Same with KOTOR.
But that one stuck because it was very, very limited because what they got, and they were supposed to get some more stock, and they never got the more stock.
It just felt like, I get that it wasn't there, but it's like I would have thought they would have like been like we ordered it even earlier
Yeah.
to admit it, to prevent that from I don't know. I was like every day I checked. I'm like, sorry. I was like, damn, that's fine. I did a lot of Magic.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
More than I realized.
Bit off more than you can shoot.
I bit off a lot more than I could chew, and I was humbled. I lost so many damn times. It's a different type of, like, when you're doing limited deck building in a time frame on that caliber, people.
Did you feel like you could have deck built better in one?
I could have deck built better. I think I focused on the wrong things sometimes, and I also panicked a little just because of the time constraint on everything. I definitely bit off more than I could chew, thinking tournaments would go shorter, but I'm like, man, each game is going to... I didn't realize each game was going to be like an hour's time allotted to them, and there are several
You
games
were
in
the
each
judge's best friend.
Yeah, I got to... there was nice staff, and I didn't realize like how... Like, when I play with my brother and cousin, we're like, all right, you draw, you main phase, you do this, I'm going to counter with this, and we kind of like... loosely will be like, oh no, before you do that, before you go any further, it's like, oh shit, okay, yeah. In this one, it's like, I will do this. Do you respond? Is it resolves? Okay, it resolves. As a result, I will do this. You have to, if you miss that cue, and then you're like, oh shit, I want to do this. They're like, judge.
Dang.
No.
Have you seen Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann? Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? No, I do not bite my thumb. I do it by my thumb. Are you biting your thumb at me?
Exactly. I had some moments that felt a little weird, like some guy like I misplayed and I did that, but I'm like, wait, no. And then he was like, judge, and I'm like, the judge asked, like, did you already declare your next step? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, no, you didn't. But I'm like, I don't want to fight. Like, fine, just do it. I'm not that invested in this. I'm just here to like play and like learn.
Yeah.
And I learned a little bit there. But then other guys were really cool. They're like, oh, you could have done this with what you had. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even see that. That's a good point. And I went into the next tournament with that knowledge. I'm like, okay, I gotta approach this. And so it was cool.
Got humbled.
But it was I think the part that I didn't anticipate was I came in bringing so much with me that I never used at all. Sure. And I'm like, I would have saved myself so much luggage space and like just effort and energy just not bringing anything or just one thing.
Yeah.
And been like, because I was signed up for these, so I didn't think. But it was a different aspect of PAX that I never experienced, which is like the tournament and the tabletop card game side.
But like when we went in 2017, Magic wasn't as big.
It wasn't as big, but there was a section for card games and board games to play. Okay. I don't think, and they even told me when I was playing with them, they're like, dude, it gets way crazier in prior years when at PAX. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I wasn't even paying attention to it, or it was in a corner that I didn't see, like when I go to PAX. So, yeah, I spent like, but I think it worked because like I just wish Friday I used better. Because Saturday and Sunday were so busy with so many people. When we went a little bit on Monday, I feel like it was kind of empty and I could look at the games a bit more. So that was cool. I didn't feel like I missed things.
I wished I went to more after parties. Went to none.
We had our own.
I was so exhausted.
We went to the
concert.
Oh yeah,
which was an after party.
I cracked up whenever I came back to the hotel and you guys were all there. We all met up there or whatever, and it was just like Happy Gilmore,
Goonies.
some Adam Sandler.
Goonies.
But yeah, like it was fun. We had we did the Odyssey, the One Piece Odyssey, so we can get the little keychain thing. I never looked at Genshin Impact.
I did. It was nothing. It
Okay.
was a photo op, and they had a character dressed up.
But they had
and then they would give a poster if you wanted.
But like I don't know if the poster, they had like a code, right, or whatever.
No. The other game might have that Muhoyo does, but their Genshin booth, it was you walk in. It was like as short as the One Piece photo line.
Yeah.
You walked in. There was a bunch of stuff, and I posed with their like a girl cosplaying as a character. And then they were gonna give me a poster. I'm like, I got no room. So I was like, I don't need a poster. They're like, we'll take a postcard. I'm like, all right, fine.
Oh.
So I took a postcard.
I should have done what Beetle did. He was just doing connections.
Yeah.
Making moves and.
You didn't make any? I thought you did some.
He pretty much did it for me. I mean, he introduced me and then.
But like, yeah, like his outlook on things is a lot more. How do you say it?
Business.
Like, yeah, but like it's seen more like not like appropriate, but like more of the route you should take, because like it's true. Like, who the fuck are these people going to think you are? Like, you just tell them like, hey, I'm a streamer, blah blah, and they're gonna assume like a big time streamer, so they're gonna just give you some stuff, and even if they don't, like, it'll just create that like that network and stuff, and I think it helps a lot.
Yeah,
helps a lot. He got you something, right? Like a networker, or what was it?
What did we follow each other now, so he's like a writer for, I forgot what game. It was like an indie game.
Okay.
But,
oh, the one he was streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I forgot what the name of that one was too, but
The game Beetle was streaming?
yeah.
Oh.
He gave him some networking for that one.
Nice. Do you see, like, let's say we go to PAX again. Mm-hmm. What is your approach? What is both of you guys' approach to the next PAX? Is it sort of similar to this? What are you changing?
Yeah, try to make some moves. I mean, not just that, even just the podcast. I mean, we got the No Place for Bravery keys.
Yeah.
But we should really do something. I mean,
First-
we'll make a podcast about it probably.
First of all, next time we're gonna do shit on Friday.
Yeah.
And then after Friday, then we network.
And then we go to the after party.
I'm doing less Magic, but still some. Not as much as this. I got my fill. I was like, I wanted to try the competing, but I'm like, yeah, I agree. I would want to do more. I think that first time we did PAX and how we did it was okay with the connection stuff, but I feel like it was a little like rough around the edges because I was carrying all the we were carrying the gear and we were like,
next PAX we know what's gonna be there. Sea of Stars. Did you see the recent video they posted up? That's Chrono Trigger, dude.
Yeah?
I know it's Chrono Trigger based, but I was like, that's
It's
fucking
stronger.
Chrono Trigger, dude.
Cool.
That game's gonna be great, dude. If they can capture the
I
magic.
backed it up on Kickstarter.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I want to do more smart kind of connections. Like we got a little bit of it, a taste of it, but yeah, like you said, I learned a little bit from like how Beetle was approaching some of it, maybe of how we do it ourselves. Like I kind of like I posted a couple of things after, but I want to try to be quicker about how I flow it out. Like,
Yeah, but like looking at Beetle was on his phone like almost all the time.
yeah, I don't
like,
want to do that necessarily, but like
I feel like it's necessary if you're trying to keep up with all these things and posting all these things and stuff.
well, I think he's got already kind of like a base of stuff.
Right.
I would want to do it because I don't think the content that I would want to do more things like what I did with the No Bravery people.
Mhm.
Like more go to each one with that intent to talk to them so that we could do stuff later with them
Okay.
rather than like do stuff live for the
Mhm.
convention maybe. But I don't know what like I feel like live for the convention would be like I make a TikTok and I made one where it was just a time lapse of like one of our days and that didn't take too much effort. So like I feel like those would be good ways to just like draw eyes to it
Mhm.
and then the later stuff would come later. I don't know. It could be a little bit of everything, but I do want to I feel like I went into this one with I just want a vacation and I wanted to like just kick back and
Yeah,
kind of hang out with you guys and like do
You kick back with Magic.
Magic, but then like when we got Biscuit Bitch, when we just like hung out at the hotel, just kind of relax, like not think about anything.
Yeah, I enjoyed the breakfasts at that like. Oceans-
the Peak,
the
the
Peak-
Pike's Place.
The bike place, yeah.
Those were really good.
Those
Yeah.
are really good. There's 2 long breakfasts and
Some
very
coffee. The same waiter both times. I was
yeah.
like,
And you recognize this the second time?
yeah, yeah, like that was perfect. So I think now that I've had a taste of vacation again, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a way to mix the two, but I think I would course correct a little bit of what I did to mix a bit of both.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I had a good time. I think overall, I miss PAX. It's one of the conventions that I think like the convention center's nice, the city's nice. Overall, like the weather's nice.
Now we know we just go to the Yard House. Yeah. We don't have to fucking wait.
Not Cheesecake Factory.
Fuck. Just walk a distance. Go
Not
to
even that far.
Yard House.
Yeah, Yard House is really nice. It was perfect. It was like the good amount of wait time.
Yep.
It was like the perfect like little thing.
Yep.
Get a little guava.
They'll get a little guava. That shit was good.
Yeah, it was. I was really surprised how nice it was, that beer.
But other than that, like, did you have any favorite games?
I mean, I like the experience of Lies of P as a whole. Like, that was fun. That wizard one was really cool.
Mage Queen.
When you recommended, I was like, I kind of went in like, this is going to be weird. But then, like, as we played it, I was like, this is how every match is built off.
Yeah.
The last was cool in the draft mechanism. The Necrodancer one, I liked how that was. I saw one that I know is good. I didn't play it there, but I was glad people were playing it there. It was at the same booth as Necrodancer. Something Brigade.
Yeah,
Dude,
the robot one.
some guy made a TikTok of that arcade, that really weird 3D one.
Oh,
And
really?
it got a lot of views.
Nice.
It's like, damn, dude, just something simple like that.
But you also gotta like, it's also how you gotta like start the video. Like he's selling it as like, oh, I checked out this great thing or whatever, and it gives them like that really good report.
That's true. Trying to think of other games. Angry Foot was a surprise, like how much I thought that was interesting. Like at first I was like, whatever. The one I saw and I didn't play because I was like, what I'm seeing translates enough of what I feel is the WrestleQuest one.
Oh,
Like a kind of like an old school RPG with pro wrestling as the backdrop of it. That was cool. But seeing Baldur's Gate there was pretty cool. I like their whole setup that they had.
I felt bad for their costume people.
I know.
No
No
one was-
one wanted, and they were like really cool stuff. Like they had the
Flayer?
the statue of the Mind Flayer, and then they had two people with cosplays all the time there, and
Yeah.
none of them wanted. Like nobody ever took a picture with them.
Nope.
I thought that whole area where there was like it was like a carnival.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was a really cool like just setup for
Yeah.
the whole thing.
yeah. There is a spider lightsaber game where
Yeah,
like
the one you mentioned.
yeah, where like you would you would just like keep away from other spiders, and then they would have like a lightsaber come out of them and try to destroy the other team member.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Shovel Knight was pretty cool. I didn't care. I was kind of lukewarm on that mech shooter game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
Yeah.
felt whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else.
they gave a pin.
They did. Yeah. One Piece, the game, I was like, I like the RPG stuff. It seemed kind of like just run of the mill 3D like Dragon Quest. So I'm interested to see like how the full game will be, but the demo was whatever.
I know, like I don't know how like the monologue stuff would be,
Yeah.
but if as long as the beginning of the game has that, and then the rest of the game isn't as like
Like drawn out.
talkative and
Yeah.
drawn out, would be good.
Yeah, it's definitely got JRPG
Yeah.
to it, like rock paper scissors, like fighting.
Yeah, and the game
stuff.
started just like pretty buff already.
Yeah, yeah,
Some of the PC builds are sick.
Yeah?
Intel booth,
yeah. Intel had some crazy shit,
which is crazy. Like, do you guys know that there's companies that build PCs and they only charge $100 in service fees?
really
My next PC is gonna be from one of those companies.
nice.
It's like they get market price for all the parts and then $100 for build. It's my next PC.
You could like connect with him, get creator like how Beatles having. He's doing something like that, I think, or has. Or
Splatoon build.
Splatfest. Yeah. Overall, yeah, it was cool.
That's just the memes of Splatoon. He's like, when someone homophobic, does he know? Paul Dano, does he know?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's like a whole subculture with Splatoon stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, it was good, and the cosplaying was also cool too. I didn't expect to see that there
I
as
was
much.
disappointed we didn't get a TikTok of Puyo Puyo getting our asses
Oh, yeah.
handed. we came
Friday.
late.
Yeah, we didn't get
We
there.
didn't do any tournaments.
I mean, I did. I got my ass handed to me still. The thing, I know because this year, I think next year won't be as much, but the COVID, way they flowed everything, I didn't care as much for the whole like go in from the back,
Yeah.
come out the
yeah.
front. I would have honestly preferred the other way.
Yeah.
Like if I ended my day coming
But
out
next
of,
year we're getting VIP, so we don't have to do that. And we
Yeah.
just go straight in.
Yeah.
Press pass.
But yeah, I think, and I forget when we went last time. How many days did we have? Did we have 1 or 2 or 3?
We had a 3-day.
A 3-day pass. So this one we had a 4-day. So that was I like that.
Yeah, this one was good. This one was good because like even though we missed Friday, we had time on Monday to check stuff out too.
Yeah.
So
Overall, PAX is fun.
yeah, PAX was good.
Just a little nervous on that flight too. There,
Just because like
the overcapacity.
yeah, overcapacity
Shit.
stuff. Like it's been weird with flights recently.
Yeah, yeah. That was probably like the biggest like anxiety I had with all the whole trip. I was like, just get us there so we can do stuff. And we know now that you can mobile order with Biscuit Bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That could have
was
saved
different.
us.
a ton of time.
Yeah.
At least an hour.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Any final thoughts for PAX? Recommendations to anyone who's ever considered going?
I would do it again. What I recommend is try to do things on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my highest recommendation.
Friday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
Those are the
Saturday's
days.
busy.
Yeah, Friday is ridiculously busy.
And you get clear-cut answers for pins
Yeah.
on the first day, so you know.
If that's what you're going for, yeah.
Yeah.
Go with friends. I've gone one time like solo, and it was like night and day difference. Like going to this, like I've gone to other conventions solo, and it's not a big deal. Like it's like okay, you just walk. You're walking through aisles. You're seeing stuff. But this feels very much like you're all playing different games. You're playing party games, like potentially together. Like I know you played at the Wizard one. They got you in one group,
Yeah.
and then we joined the other one. But like playing with friends like changes it.
Yeah.
Splatoon, whooping on families.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Yeah.
Felt bad.
Just gave him a good first experience. This is ranked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would be my main thing. And just enjoy, I think, if you can, enjoy some of the city. Like we were saying, we went to the Pike a little bit, enjoyed some of that.
Yeah.
The
Don't go to the
Gilmore.
Pike early.
Yeah, don't go too early.
The Gilmore was disgusting.
Huh?
The Gilmore was disgusting.
Yeah.
I like got there and was like, wow, this is really cool. And then I like over time was like, this is really gross actually. This is all people's saliva.
Yeah, was it you that was asking Django? Was like, how did this start?
Oh, yeah. One person.
Shit. And then where did it start too? But yeah. We didn't add on to the at least I didn't add on to the Gilmore.
Oh, I did. You were mentioning about TikToks that blew up. I did one the first day when we were in the One Piece line with the whole One Piece is real thing, and that one blew up. I got like 15,000 or no, 1,500.
Still good.
Yeah,
Really
and people were asking about the game. They were like,
"Oh yeah,
what is this? Where are you playing this?" And I was like, "Engage!" Like that's what you could get from like getting in, like just TikToks out there. So if we're there multiple days,
if
I'm
you
like,
made a Genshin one that could have got views too.
I feel like you could have done more with like the different demos live there. I don't think that was going at that time.
Wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Have you seen that?
Yeah,
the AR Clee.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, that's it for the episode today. Our PAX recap. We'll come back with future episodes or the next coming episodes back to our regular 3-topic kind of stuff. But thank you for joining us for episode 288. And guys, where can we find you?
You can find me at Cold Marmalade on all social media.
At the Last Bosses everywhere except Twitter at the Lost Bosses.
And at TwitchCon.
TwitchCon
People
soon.
We found some of your viewers showed up at PAX.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
people at TwitchCon might see you.
I don't think so.
No?
I'll see other streamers.
Okay.
So yeah.
But will you welcome us to Walmart?
Welcome to Walmart.
When I'm playing Fortnite with Vito, he has a sound on. It's like, cool. Got scared. Sorry, Sims.
It's like I've been.
What?
You can find me at Kucher Prime. You can find us all at the Week of DLC. And thank you for joining us. Until next time, Will.
DLC.
You later. Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart.